The AI prediction scam. Why algorithms are just guessing in the dark. Let's cut through the hype. AI's crystal ball is a lie. These so-called predictive geniuses don't see the future. They're just gambling on your past. And they lose spectacularly when reality changes. Take Netflix. You're told the algorithm knows your taste, but it's not predicting, it's recycling. It doesn't understand why you loved the social network. It just sees you liked The Informant too. When Barbie became a global phenomenon, Netflix's recommendations failed miserably. Because the algorithm doesn't adapt. It's stuck in autopilot, serving you what you've already consumed. This isn't just about movies. Facebook's personalized ads aren't about helping you. They're about preying on your weaknesses. The algorithm doesn't care why you clicked on that quick weight loss ad at 3 a.m. It just sees the click and thinks, this person is desperate. Let's keep feeding them. And here's the real kicker. These systems collapse when reality changes. When the pandemic hit, Netflix's recommendations became irrelevant overnight. The algorithm didn't evolve. It just kept suggesting what you watched in 2019. When new trends emerge, like AI-generated music or viral TikTok dances, the old algorithms miss them entirely. Because they're not predicting the future. They're trapped in the past, repeating patterns like a broken record. The question isn't can AI predict? It's why do we let them pretend? Because the truth is far more disturbing. These systems don't understand you. They exploit you. And that's the illusion we need to shatter. AI's blind spot. Why it misses the future like a deaf man at a rock concert. You ever get that? Wow. Netflix really knows me. Moment when it recommends something fresh. Fake news. That's not foresight. That's AI's delayed reaction to trends it only discovers after they've already exploded. Take Barbie in 2023. Netflix didn't predict it. It was too slow. These systems run on stale data, like a fortune teller reading last month's horoscope. When viral trends hit, AI music, TikTok dances, even economic shifts, they miss them completely. Not prediction. Pattern recognition with a 6-month delay. But here's the real kicker. AI doesn't just fail at predicting. It weaponizes your present. Facebook's ads aren't helpful. They're psychological traps. It doesn't care if you're genuinely interested in whatever it pushes. It just knows you'll click, scroll, and buy. That's not personalization. That's addiction engineering. And it's not just ads. Spotify's music recs aren't about what you'll love next. They're replaying your last 10 plays. Amazon's product suggestions aren't about needs. They're exploiting impulse buys. These systems don't understand you. They exploit your patterns. And when those patterns change, they don't evolve. They just keep pushing what worked yesterday, even if it's obsolete today. The real question isn't, can AI predict? It's, why do we let them pretend? Because the truth is scarier. AI doesn't see your future. It sees your past, and it's selling it back to you. Time to wake up. AI doesn't know you. It's playing chess with your brain. Ever seen an ad so eerily accurate you thought, how does it know me? Wrong question. The real question is, how does it know how to manipulate you? Here's the truth. These algorithms don't understand you. They're not psychic, they're pattern predators. When Facebook slaps you with a 3 a.m. life insurance ad, it's not because it cares about your future. It's because your browsing history screamed, stress levels. Critical, after you saw that friend's baby announcement. The algorithm doesn't know you're anxious about your own life. It just knows your emotional weak points. And it's exploiting them like a poker player reading your tells. And here's the kicker. They don't even need to understand you. They just need to know what makes you click, scroll, and buy. That's why you'll see weight loss ads after searching healthy recipes. Not because the algorithm thinks you're dieting, but because it knows desperation converts. These systems don't care about your intentions. They care about your vulnerabilities, and they're milking them like a vending machine. This isn't personalization. This is psychological warfare. And it's not just ads. Social media feeds aren't showing you what you want. They're showing you what keeps you hooked. That viral political rage post? Not because the algorithm understands your beliefs. Because it knows anger increases engagement. That vacation ad? Not because it knows you want to escape. Because it knows FOMO keeps you scrolling. And the worst part? They reinforce your worst habits. Spend time on conspiracy forums. The algorithm won't show you facts. It'll feed you more outrage. Because that's what keeps you coming back. This isn't about helping you. This is about controlling your attention. And they're winning. Time to wake up. The algorithm's gilded cage. Why your personalized feed is actually a mental prison. Picture this. You walk into a library where every book is pre-selected for you. No surprises. No unexpected ideas. Just endless reinforcement of what you already believe. That's not helpful. That's captivity. And that's exactly what AI is doing to your attention. When we call it personalization, we're being sold a lie. Google, TikTok, and Netflix aren't showing you the world. They're curating a digital echo chamber where you only see what confirms your biases. It's not about helping you discover. It's about keeping you trapped in a loop of predictable content that maximizes your engagement. Here's the brutal truth. These bubbles aren't accidents. Spend 10 minutes on conspiracy content. The algorithm doesn't suddenly think, maybe balanced views would be good. No, it doubles down, feeding you more outrage, more division, more digital fuel for your rage. And when you do stumble on something challenging, you're hit with a digital wall, a sudden flood of toxicity designed to push you back into line. This isn't personalization. This is psychological containment. News feeds don't show you perspectives. They reinforce your worldview like a filter bubble on steroids. And when you do break free, you're often overwhelmed by extreme views that feel like a digital whiplash. That's not education. That's manipulation. The real question isn't, how does this help me? It's, who's profiting from my attention? Because the answer, not you. The companies selling your focus are the ones winning. And that's the illusion we need to shatter. Because when you're trapped in a bubble, you're not discovering the world. You're being sold a version of reality. The bubble burst. What happens when AI lets you see the truth? And you don't like it? Imagine your TV only ever shows you one channel. But it's not just any channel. It's the one that matches your mood perfectly. The one that never challenges you. The one that keeps you glued to the screen. That's your AI feed. And here's the kicker. It's not showing you the world. It's showing you a version of you. Google doesn't search for answers. It searches for engagement. TikTok doesn't discover trends. It engineers addiction. And YouTube, forget about personalization. It's a content assembly line, designed to turn your brain into a clicking, scrolling, addicted machine. The algorithm doesn't care if you're informed. It cares if you're hooked. Now, what happens when you accidentally step outside the bubble? Suddenly, the world hits you like a freight train. 1 minute, you're in your safe, curated echo chamber. The next, you're drowning in perspectives so extreme they feel like a different planet. The algorithm didn't prepare you for this. It never wanted you to see this. Because the whole point of the bubble isn't to educate. It's to control. Think about it. Have you ever left Facebook for a while? Suddenly, your feed isn't just highlight reels. It's raw, unfiltered reality. The algorithm didn't warn you. It didn't teach you how to handle the shock. And that's the whole game. The less you see outside, the more power you give them. Because when you're trapped inside, you're predictable. And predictability? That's the algorithm's gold. The question isn't, how does this help me? It's, how much are they selling my attention? And the answer? More than you realize. The algorithm's exit door. What happens when you finally see the truth? And it hurts. You've been living in a digital luxury suite. Your walls lined with content that makes you feel safe, understood, and entertained. But here's the catch. It's not a home. It's a cage. And when you step outside, reality slaps you awake. One day you're scrolling through TikTok's perfectly manufactured highlight reel of your life. Then suddenly, bam! The real world hits you like a digital reality check. The air is thick with opinions you never knew existed. The noise overwhelming. The contradictions everywhere. The algorithm didn't prepare you. It never wanted you to see this. Because the whole point wasn't to educate you. It was to keep you docile. Here's the brutal truth. These systems don't just show you what you want. They actively hide what you don't. When you finally stumble upon something outside your bubble, a news article with a different view, a social media post that contradicts your worldview, you're hit with a digital shockwave. The algorithm didn't warn you. It never wanted you to see this. Because the real world is messy, complex, and uncomfortable. And that's the last thing they want you to experience. The whole system is designed to keep you predictable. The less you see outside, the more power they have over you. Because when you're trapped inside, you're easy to control. But step outside, suddenly, you're exposed to raw, unfiltered reality, and most people aren't ready. They've spent years living in a digital echo chamber, never learning how to think critically, never having to engage with the real world. This isn't just about misinformation. This is psychological warfare. The algorithm doesn't just show you what you want, it shapes your perception of reality itself. And when you finally see beyond the bubble, you're left disoriented, angry, and overwhelmed. Because the real world isn't a perfectly curated feed. It's chaotic. It's contradictory. And it's nothing like the illusion they sold you. AI doesn't understand you. It just plays chess with your data. You think algorithms know you? Wrong. They don't read your diary. They scrape your digital footprint like a detective with a magnifying glass. Your grocery list, your likes, your midnight searches, all they see is noise. No context. No soul. Just patterns waiting to be exploited. Here's the cold truth. AI doesn't know why you bought that watch. It doesn't care that your business startup search was a panic attack in disguise. It doesn't realize your horror movie binge wasn't thrill-seeking. It was a cry for help. These systems don't connect the dots. They just see the dots. And when they don't match anyone else's, they fail spectacularly. Take hiring algorithms. They don't know if you didn't apply for that job because of pay, culture, or sheer terror. They just see, no click, and suddenly, they're banning you for being unpredictable. Or predictive policing? They don't understand that crime rates aren't about people, they're about poverty. They just see numbers and act like a fortune teller with a broken crystal ball. The real problem? AI isn't stupid, it's emotionally blind. It doesn't know why you're furious at that headline, why you're crying over old photos, or why you're scrolling TikTok at 2 a.m. instead of sleeping. It only sees behavior. And when that behavior changes, like researching divorce after 20 years of marriage, it has no idea what's happening. It just sees new data and reacts like a robot on autopilot. This isn't a bug. It's the whole point. AI doesn't care about you. It doesn't understand you. It just uses your data to predict, manipulate, and profit, while you're left wondering, who even are you? If the algorithm doesn't get it, correlation does not equal causation. Why AI's predictions are dangerously wrong. Imagine your GPS only uses yesterday's traffic data to navigate tomorrow. If it predicted smooth sailing based on clear skies last year, until a hurricane hit, that's exactly how AI fails. Because these systems don't think, they pattern match, and when reality changes, disaster. Here's the flaw. AI doesn't understand why hiring algorithms reject resumes. It just sees that certain names or neighborhoods correlate with fewer interviews. So it assumes bias exists, when the real bias is in the original data. The same goes for predictive policing. It flags high-risk areas based on past crime reports, ignoring that those areas might have more police surveillance, not more crime. The worst part, AI can't predict the future because it's trapped in the past. If you change jobs, move, or face new challenges, the algorithm has no idea. It just sees your behavior deviating from old patterns and instantly mislabels you. A woman's name? Not a career choice. A different neighborhood? Not a lifestyle change. Just data points it can't understand. Take medical AI that misdiagnoses certain patients. It doesn't see historical discrimination in its training data, just skewed statistics. Or hiring bots that reject qualified candidates because their names correlate with past hiring. Biases. These systems don't know why, they just repeat the pattern. And when humans suffer because of it, no one's to blame, just another AI failure. The truth. AI doesn't understand people. It just exploits data. And when correlation becomes catastrophe, we're the ones who pay the price. AI's time machine. Why your future is being predicted by 2019 data. Your GPS isn't just wrong. It's dangerously outdated. It's using 2022 traffic data to navigate today's chaos. Construction zones, new accidents, your unexpected detour? None of it exists in its system. That's exactly how AI operates. Stuck in the past. Repeating old patterns like a broken record while your life changes around it. Here's the kicker. AI doesn't just give wrong answers. It makes real-world mistakes that hurt people. Facial recognition fails because it's trained on old lighting conditions. Hiring bots reject qualified candidates because they're repeating historical biases from decades ago. And when these systems fail, they don't just give bad advice. They deny opportunities, wrongfully accuse, and reinforce discrimination you didn't even know existed. The real problem? AI doesn't adapt. You move cities. Old data still applies. You change careers. Same outdated rules. It's like a robot following a script from 2015 while the world moves forward. That's why these systems crash and burn when reality changes. They don't understand context, they only see what they've seen before. And when they get it wrong, the consequences are real. Medical AI misses new disease patterns because it's stuck on old data. Loan systems deny credit to entire communities based on obsolete economic models. These aren't just errors. They're human disasters caused by a system that can't see beyond its own limits. AI isn't just wrong sometimes, it's wrong in ways that hurt people. And if we let it guide our future while it's still stuck in the past, we're asking for trouble. Your life is being auctioned. And you're not even bidding. Imagine walking into an auction where the most valuable items aren't art or rare coins. They're your deepest secrets. Your 3 a.m. Google searches about how to stop feeling worthless. Your Amazon purchases after seeing that one ad. Your YouTube binges when you're alone. All of it, sold to the highest bidder. That's not science fiction. That's your digital life in 2024. Every click, every pause, every scroll isn't just content consumption. It's a live broadcast of your psychology. Companies don't just want your attention. They want your vulnerabilities. That late-night search for how to deal with anxiety. That's not just a query. It's a psychological blueprint being sold to advertisers who know exactly how to trigger you. Here's the real kicker. They're selling to governments too. In some countries, your digital footprint determines your trustworthiness, your citizenship score, even your political loyalty. In others, it's being used to target you with misinformation, manipulate your behavior, or swing elections. Your personalized experience isn't about serving you. It's about extracting every last drop of value from your attention. And it's not just about ads. Your data shapes your entire life. Your credit score? Compiled from your digital history. Your job opportunities? Filtered through algorithms that know your weaknesses. Every like, every share, it's all being weaponized against you. And the worst part, you didn't consent. You didn't even realize you were being sold. You're not a customer. You're the product. And the auction never stops. Your phone knows you better than your therapist, and it's selling you out. Close your eyes. Imagine someone holding your psychological diary. Not just the obvious stuff, but the raw, unfiltered moments you'd never admit. They know why you scroll at 3 a.m. They know what makes you click. They know exactly what buttons to push to make you feel less alone, or more desperate. Every private search, every hidden tab, every late-night search for how to stop feeling invisible. These aren't just data points. They're emotional fingerprints. Companies don't just track your behavior. They reverse engineer your psyche. That perfect life ad that hits you like a punch to the gut. Your algorithm sold you out. That dating app match that knows your loneliness better than your friends. Your data betrayed you. Here's the worst part. They're not just selling your attention. They're selling your future. Ever wonder why some hiring algorithms reject qualified candidates? Because they've been trained to associate certain backgrounds with risk. Not because of skills, because of patterns. The same goes for loans, insurance, even legal outcomes. Your digital life isn't just being watched, it's being weaponized against you. You think you're in control? You're not. Your phone, your ads, your algorithms, they've already written your script. And the worst part, you're paying for the privilege. AI knows your next move before you do. And it's deciding your life for you. Picture this. Your entire future is being predicted by an algorithm before you even make your first move. Not through mind reading. Through tracking every hesitation, every scroll, every late-night Google search. That's not dystopian fiction. That's the social credit system 2.0, and it's coming to a city near you. In China, this system doesn't just score your credit, it scores your soul, your loan approval, your job opportunities, even your travel rights. All determined by an AI that predicts your behavior before you act. Need a mortgage? The algorithm won't just look at your income. It'll analyze how people like you have behaved in the past. Want university admission? Get flagged for being politically unreliable based on your online activity alone. The AI doesn't judge your actions. It predicts your potential crimes before you commit them. But here's the kicker. This isn't just happening in China. In the US, facial recognition predicts crime before it happens. In Europe, neighborhoods get labeled high risk based on old data. ignoring that the real issue is systemic bias, not actual danger. The AI doesn't understand why people act the way they do. It just repeats the patterns it's been trained on. This isn't about the future, it's about controlling the present. Want a job? The AI might reject your resume before a human sees it because your name matches low performing patterns. Want to date? Your profile gets automatically flagged as unmatchable based on your online behavior. You're not just being watched, you're being engineered. And the worst part, you won't even notice until it's too late. Your freedom isn't being taken, it's being predicted away. And the algorithm already knows what you'll do next. How to make AI lose interest in you. Before it loses interest in you, forget trying to disappear. The game isn't about hiding. It's about making your digital life so chaotic, the algorithm gives up and moves on. Because here's the truth, you're not the customer. You're the commodity. And the only way to stop being exploited is to break the rules they're counting on. First rule, stop pretending you're untraceable. The biggest mistake? Thinking you can opt out. You can't, but you can stop feeding them clean data. Audit your digital footprint like your life depends on it, because it does. Delete old accounts. Use fake names. And for God's sake, think before you type. Every search is a breadcrumb. Every late-night query is a tell. Now, armor up. Switch to Brave instead of Chrome. It blocks trackers before they even start. Use Signal, not WhatsApp, because WhatsApp sells your messages. Enable ad blockers and cookie controls like your privacy depends on it, because it does. And if you're serious, VPNs and DuckDuckGo aren't just tools, they're your digital bodyguards. But here's the real power play. Confuse the algorithm. AI loves patterns. Be unpredictable. Shop on different devices. Use multiple payment methods. Rotate browsers. Don't fall for personalized recommendations, because they're not for you. They're for them. The less predictable you are, the less control they have. And when all else fails, fight back. The only way to stop this is to make them pay. Demand transparency. Support privacy laws. Hold them accountable. Because right now, they're winning. But awareness isn't just power. It's your first move. The question is, are you ready to play? The only way to beat AI. Make it obey you, instead of the other way around. Here's the hard truth. AI isn't all powerful. It's just as weak as the rules we let it follow. Right now, tech giants and governments treat it like a digital dictator, crushing your privacy with every swipe, scroll, and search. But you don't have to accept this. The real power move? Forcing them to answer to you. Stop letting them operate in digital black boxes. Google, Facebook, Amazon. They claim their algorithms are just helping you, but the truth, they're dissecting your mind. You deserve to know exactly what they're doing with your data, where it's going, and who's buying it. Demand transparency laws. Because if food labels tell you what's in your meals, your digital life should too. But corporations aren't the only ones abusing this power. Governments are weaponizing AI too. From China's social credit system to predictive policing here, this isn't the future we want. The only way to stop it. Push for real change. Audits of biased algorithms. Bans on discriminatory tech. And the right to say no. The more people demand it, the faster these systems either get fixed or get shut down. Here's the secret weapon. You don't need to be a tech genius to fight back. The power isn't in understanding the algorithm. It's in making them work for you. Vote with your data. Support companies that respect privacy. And when they refuse to comply, make them pay the price. This isn't about hiding. This is about reclaiming control. The AI doesn't see the future, you do. So stop letting them dictate it. The question is, are you ready to make them listen? AI won't decide your future. You will. If you fight back. Here's the cold truth. Your phone isn't your friend. It's not here to help you. It's here to track you, predict you, and profit from you. That smart device that can cure diseases? Same one that sells your late-night searches to marketers. The difference isn't in the tech, it's in who's in control. AI isn't some all-seeing entity. It's a reflection of you. The ads that feel like they're reading your mind. Just pattern matching on your data. The predictions that seem uncanny. Just gambling on your past behavior. And the systems that claim to know you better than you know yourself? They're not intelligent, they're parasitic. Here's the real question. Will you let AI serve you, or will you become its puppet? Tech giants want you to believe this is inevitable. But it's not. AI is just code. And code can be rewritten. The battle isn't between humans and machines. It's about who writes the rules. Do you want an AI that helps without exploiting? Or one that feeds on your attention like a vampire? The choice is yours. Next time an ad hits you like a punch to the gut, remember, it wasn't magic. It was manipulation. But you don't have to play the game. Demand better. Build better. And decide, before it's too late, what kind of future you'll tolerate. The scariest truth about AI: you're the one holding the camera. Here's the brutal reality. AI doesn't see more than you. It sees exactly what you let it see, and you're the one feeding it the footage. That perfectly personalized newsfeed. You trained it. Those ads that hit like a knife. You made the first cut. The intelligent systems that claim to know you better than your therapist, they're just really good at exploiting your patterns, not your soul. This isn't about AI being evil. This is about us being stupid. We've been sold this myth that machines are becoming gods. That algorithms have minds. That this tech is some unstoppable force. Newsflash: AI is just a reflection. And right now, you're the one holding the mirror. Every search, every click, every emotional spill, it's all data. And data is power. The real question isn't whether AI can see more than you. It's whether you're willing to stop filming. Because right now, you're the one pulling the trigger. Time to change the shot. Your perfect recommendations aren't magic. They're a trap. That ad just appeared. No, it wasn't magic. It was psychological warfare in algorithm form. Here's the truth. Personalization isn't about knowing you. It's about predicting your next click. Netflix doesn't know what you'll love tomorrow. It just replays what you loved yesterday. Spotify doesn't discover your next favorite song. It rewards your old favorites. And those ads? They're not there to help you. They're there to hook you into a dopamine loop. Every perfect suggestion is a lie. It's not about understanding you. It's about exploiting your habits. Every like, every share, every late night search. That's not personalization. That's surveillance. The real question: are you being served or sold? Your time, your focus, even your peace of mind, all monetized. The next time you see that perfect recommendation, ask yourself, who's really benefiting? AI isn't just watching you. It's weaponizing your data. That perfect ad that appeared at the worst possible moment? No coincidence. It was reverse engineered to hit you when you're most vulnerable. This isn't about convenience. It's about control. Your data isn't just collected. It's mined, weaponized, and sold to shape your decisions. Every recommendation, every notification, designed to keep you hooked, distracted, and spending. The real question: are you just a product, or are you ready to fight back? You're not powerless. The algorithm only wins if you let it. Stay informed. Stay vigilant. Demand transparency. Demand control. Because right now, you're the target. And the game is rigged, unless you change the rules. AI isn't magic. It's just a really good con artist. That AI understands you better than yourself claim? Pure bullshit. Here's the truth. AI isn't mystical. It's pattern recognition on steroids. A calculator with a sales pitch. Every personalized recommendation? Just exploitation in algorithmic form. We're not being served. We're being studied, predicted, and sold to. And we're letting them get away with it because we're too busy pretending AI is some superhuman force. Time to wake up. The real question isn't whether AI is intelligent. It's who's really in control. And right now, it's not you. Stop pretending AI is magic. Demand transparency. Demand to know who benefits from your data. Because right now, you're the product. And the tech giants are the pimps.